At many racetracks around the world, electric cars have been banned. This is a fact. There is many articles revealing why this is or claiming why this is. They say because of electric car fires, which there are almost none in races ever at race car tracks. Now, the true reason why they've done this, banned Tesla EVs and EVs at many racetracks around the world, is simply because they feel it's unfair. They're getting beaten. And that's all about to change. In fact, I honestly think that if these racetracks continue to ban electric cars, there'll be no cars to drive on them because these new electric cars are so incredibly fast that they make internal combustion vehicles look staggeringly slow. And I mean pedestrian slow. Imagine this. This is going to be a commonplace occurrence until it's banned. There's no doubt it's going to be banned. Cars like this will be banned. But you turn up to your local race, right? You drive there in your car, which you can put your children in the back of. It's 5 seats. This car you just bought straight from the factory, didn't make any alterations whatsoever. Everyone else turns up with their race cars in their trailers that they've spent hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on. You get on the track, and within one lap, you're literally streets ahead of everyone else. Imagine how furious they'd be. Imagine how angry this would make them. Xiaomi has reduced the price of the best value performance car in the world by 37%. It's now around 70,000 US dollars for a car that can do literally 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2 seconds, that has way more horsepower than a Tesla Model S Plaid, a lot more, and comes with carbon ceramic brakes. This thing is ballistic, and they're actually going to bring out a 2-seat version, a more race-inspired version, and apparently they're also going to test this at the Nürburgring, the production version, and then we can actually find out how well it goes around corners because, yeah, there has been a few people concerned about some of the crashes that I've seen in Xiaomi's high-powered cars already. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Make no mistake, I think this car's incredible. I would love to own one of these. I think it's insane. But I can see a lot of people killing themselves because this is so much power. I mean, there is no Lamborghini or Ferrari that's ever been made with this kind of power. And this is really just a converted 4-door sedan that they've turned into a performance car, this is the future of performance cars. It's actually kind of scary. Think about how much power this thing has. When I talk about how much power, well, first of all, the price is 73,000 US dollars, which is crazy. I mean, it's faster than any supercar that I've ever seen. Very exclusive event here in Newcastle. Saturday, the 15th of March from 3 to 5 p.m. I'll be speaking here with just a couple of other speakers. Very small event. So you can meet me in person. You can actually have a look at my EV as well, the Xpeng G6. Test that out. I'll put a link in the description below to the event. I believe that the tickets will probably sell out very, very quickly. So if you're from Sydney, from Brisbane, from Newcastle, make sure you click on that link as quickly as possible to get in. I think there's only around 30 tickets left at this point in time. I'll put that link in the description and I'll see you there. I watch all the videos on these supercars. I don't know why they're a bit boring, but I do anyway, just to know what they can do predominantly. And this thing is faster than all of them. It actually has 3 motors, 1,527 horsepower, and all of that power is available instantly. That's enough to make it sprint from 0 to 62 miles an hour in 1.98 seconds without a rollout, by the way. It doesn't need a rollout to achieve that. Top speed is 217 miles an hour, which is incredibly scary. However, the production version of this car, apparently it corners quite well. There was a video done of this car lapping the Nürburgring, and it was not this car at all. So make no mistake, that was a concept car, and it was completely different to this vehicle. It had a bespoke chassis. It had massive, massive changes. And in fact, it was literally 1,000 pounds lighter. There's no relation between that car and this car. And in fact, I criticized that from Xiaomi. I don't know why they did that video. And I think they now think, yeah, it wasn't the best idea. It's completely irrelevant to this vehicle. It was meant to, I guess, kind of get some hype around the car, but it was a very misleading because people thought that was this car when it's clearly nothing to do with it. Anyhow, during development, the company sent out a stripped out prototype, and that is the vehicle that did 6 minutes and 45 seconds around the Nürburgring, which was the fastest for any four-door car ever. In fact, it's nearly the fastest for any production car ever made. But it wasn't a production car, so yeah, not relevant. However, the production version of this car actually set the lap record at the Shanghai International Circuit with a time of 2 minutes and 9 seconds, which is legitimately amazing considering that's the actual production car. What about the battery and the charging? Is it as good as the rest of the car? Actually, it's really good. It's got CATL's Chill-In 2.0 battery, very, very high energy density NMC battery, and one of the highest in the industry. But not only is it a high energy density battery, it also charges really fast. It's a 93.7 kilowatt hour battery pack, and it can charge from 10 to 80% in 11 minutes. So yeah, I mean, if you're doing a race, probably too long for the pits. But if you're doing, to be fair, if you're racing, you might want to spend 11 minutes sitting down and relaxing and letting those brakes cool off anyway. The standard suspension has been changed or track tuned and includes dual chamber air springs paired with high performance adaptive dampers. Carbon ceramic brake rotors with Akebono calipers come standard apparently. An active aerodynamics package generates nearly 630 pounds of maximum downforce. And the 3-motor powertrain features a single motor up front and 2 at the rear. And the idea here is, of course, most of the power is going to be sent to the rear of the car. Now, if you want even more performance, if you really want to race, which Xiaomi is saying you should, why not? You can get a racing package. That adds Bilstein Evo R coilovers. So that's some pretty serious suspension right there for racing. It has endless brakes. Basically, that's just a brake pad upgrade. 21-inch carbon hybrid wheels. So you can get carbon wheels, which are going to obviously reduce your rotational weight. Reducing your rotational weight definitely is a performance advantage. Those are wrapped in Pirelli P0 Trofeo RS semi-slick tires, which are really just intended for racing. And it also comes with additional carbon fiber body panels to reduce the weight of the vehicle, which is probably something you want to do because these are very, very heavy cars. They're around 2,500 kilograms. So, about 5,300 pounds. Pretty heavy. Now, as I mentioned before, the price is $72,750. That's around 529,900 RMB, or 35% lower than what Xiaomi originally quoted to people who pre-ordered the car. When Xiaomi revealed the price of this car, sales went off the hook. I mean, they sold 20,000 within a day, and 20,000 sales for a car costing 73,000 US dollars is unheard of. I haven't seen this happen before, and there's a good reason. It's the best value performance car that mankind has ever seen. If you can think of something that's a better value performance car than this, I'd be shocked. Oh, by the way, did I mention the fact they are doing a two-seat only version? So they'll strip out the rear seats, strip out as much weight out of the car as they possibly can, and then you've got a proper race track vehicle. In addition to that, obviously they'll add a roll cage. Now, the price sounds remarkable. However, Xiaomi is saying this. They're actually giving people, if they pre-order before the end of March, some kind of extra bonuses and stuff. I don't know whether that's insurance, but anyway, they're offering people extra bonuses in order to incentivize them buying one of these cars. I mean, hell, I wouldn't need any incentivization if I had that kind of money. That's a lot of money still. I mean, 73,000 US dollars is a hell of a lot of money, but considering this will beat, pretty much any supercar around a track, maybe not every one of them, but most of them, I think that this is a remarkable advent in performance. And what's really scary is sales of Porsche vehicles in China have collapsed over the past 12 months. I mean, many Porsche dealerships are shutting down. That's a fact. Porsche sales worldwide last year shrank. And why do you think that is? I mean, think about it. What's the point of buying a Porsche Taycan? Taycan Turbo, whatever it may be, when this is clearly a car that is much faster, charges much faster, has much better race hardware. It's got the world's largest carbon ceramic brakes. I mean, why would you buy a Porsche other than for the brand? other than for just the name, the badge alone. Now, if car manufacturers in China start bringing out cars like this, and they have, the Zeekr 001 FR is another car similar to this. Similar performance, but it's a family car, 5-seat station wagon. But if car manufacturers continue to do this, it's going to be very hard for these premium brands from Germany or for wherever else, Italy, Maserati, etc. Very hard for them to compete. I mean, I don't know how they will. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Thanks for watching.